welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. We love you, wrestling. The Elimination Chamber match is set, and from Jabba to main event, all of this in the house where in the room where it happens. But first, let's see who's making their way to the ring.
Bishop, you heard? Pretty chubby flaco.
Yeah.
Dímelo, mi gente.
JP Savage. Folks, in case you didn't know, there's a town in Canada called Dildo.
Oh!
Miss,
And
if you
speaking
heard,
about your sister's favorite treat, don't forget to check us out on Twitter and IG at HPC2 Sweet. And make sure to subscribe and like our YouTube channel, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. And don't forget to rate and review on the audio version of this podcast, wherever you get your fix from.
That was a T, not a P, right? Anyway, listen, fellas,
Wow.
welcome back. How we living? How we living? I miss
On
y'all.
the
Tá
edge.
frío? Tá frío aquí?
listen,
It's
listen.
cold outside.
It's beautiful outside, baby. It's beautiful. And it's a beautiful day because we just came off a weekend when there was no wrestling. And now we have a weekend where there's two pay-per-views.
There's two wrestlings.
There's two wrestlings, and we're here for it. We're gonna give you both the pre-shows. Surrender to us, the kings of the pre-show. Hit it.
If you like spoilers, just check in because we got the juice.
We spoil everything for you. Proudly. No nice things. Gentlemen. I've eaten quite a lot this past week. I put on some weight. That's also a reason why I'm bundling up. You know, I'm trying to cover darker colors, guys.
The way my Gary Jr.
It's all about the darker colors and the longer beards. You know,
Ding, ding, ding.
But we all running some ropes. Welcome back, guys. JJ, what's up? Danny, what's up? We happy to have y'all every week with us. Thank you so much. Gentlemen, speaking of every single week, it seems like Bad Bunny is on my television, on the radar, on the buzz each and every week. What is going on?
I hate that I love talking about this.
Bad Bunny, baby, the king of PR.
Yo, for real. It's crazy because, like, usually I'd be like, oh, this is such a corny storyline, but I fucking love how mad people are. Yo, why are you so mad?
You're just mad.
Mad. Did you hear?
Mad.
Triple H had a call, like, about the NXT, whatever, and they asked him, and he was like, yo, Bad Bunny's like one of the boys in the back. He's chilling. Like, he's dope. And I think that's one of the nicest things somebody like Triple H can say about
Absolutely
Bad Bunny. Like, yo, he's like one of the boys. You know how hard it is. Like, he's working out, he's doing his thing. He's
dope.
He's practicing, and he's like that's dope to hear from Triple H. I think that whatever happens, like whatever disaster of a match or greatness that happens, like that's kind of cool that he would say that about him, because he could have been like, oh, he's working out, you know, he's doing his thing, but he was just very positive about it.
I think the track record is good, though. I think the track record is good. Look what they did with Ronda on such short notice, and she did very well on her WrestleMania debut.
Hold on. It's Ronda and Bad Bunny, man. Come on. Yo, like
I know.
But I think he's trying to say celebrities that actually take it seriously. Outside. But that's MMA, so that's a rough comparison. Man, that's like comparing. That's like comparing.
She didn't
comparing a skunk to a cat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that. But I will tell you this. We forget, folks, that, you know, these celebs, they fans. The ones that are working this, like Bad Bunny, they've been a fan for a while. If you do your research, Bad Bunny has been at many events. Bad Bunny has been backstage before in the past. It's not the first time he's meeting these individuals. You know what I'm saying? It's just the first time that he's number one on the billboards. And now they want to flex their muscles going into Peacock. That's what it is. And it's fantastic. It's phenomenal. Y'all didn't want us to talk about it. Now we have to talk about it because he's selling out merch everywhere. His website's going crazy. WWE shop's going crazy. WWE Espanol has been going crazy, bro. Like, if you see them, they're putting out fucking posts like they doing coke 24/7. You know, like it's just a boom, 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 boom. Because
how much money?
The needle.
How much money are we talking about? How much money are we talking about in the shop that Bad Bunny has made? How much money?
$500,000 on just
Too bad.
WWE.
And this is what within
On
the
one
last
hoodie.
3 weeks.
One hoodie. It's just a hoodie.
It's
A
sold
hoodie
out.
and the
You don't got nothing else. You got a hoodie.
I know my wife got it.
I don't got it. Fuck.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
me
sold
and your
out.
wife
I
are the
need a
same
bot,
size,
man.
so
I
we
need
can
this
share it.
bot. Everybody was on a clicky. It was like a PS5 all over again, man.
Yo, JR Show says Snooki did good too. Listen, you know, considering there's
Snooki
been so
was
many
drunk
flops,
at Mania.
I'll give it.
Me too.
She did the handspring, you know, to the corner. It was fine. You know what? I said, okay, Snooki, right? But not enough for her to come back because that's plans that she has. Now that she signed her deal with Paramount, she out here thinking she come back to the E. Nah, stop it. Stop it. It's not for
You
everyone.
know, I'm surprised that chick Angelina didn't show up in like a ring somewhere because she was
She
like,
did. She did. She was in
interesting.
TNA. I think she went to TNA because
Was she? I didn't know.
because
Oh,
Ronnie was in
with
TNA.
Robbie E, right?
Robbie E.
Yeah, with Robbie E. With that angle.
Listen,
What?
it's
They were doing
WrestleMania
that dirty
season.
shorts there, right?
We all know the celebs jump in, and it's pretty much it's gonna be talked about. Everybody's gonna be rumored, and take it with a grain of salt, or whatnot. But don't take this with a grain of salt. Allegedly, but later on in the future, I mean, I'm not too familiar with all of the hip hop out there, but apparently after Little Bow Wow's next record, he
Shut up.
too is rumored to become a wrestler. Oh.
So I know people here gonna call me a hypocrite because if you're saying Bad Bunny could do it, why can't Bow Wow, right?
Here
Say
we
Little
go.
Bow
Shad
Wow.
Moss.
Hey.
Gregory Moss.
Listen, with a name like that though, Chad Moss sounds like a name in the ring that you could hear in the ring. Don't come back as Little Bow Wow. Don't come in as Little Bow Wow.
You gonna stop me for that? Shit. You gonna stop me for that? Shad Gregory Moss. Thinking.
I'd rather see negative
this
one
isn't just like
against
Mike.
Marco Stunt.
This ain't Little Mike. You can't put on some fucking magic shoes and start dunking and shit. All right? You mentioned Rey Mysterio because you're trying to find somebody in your stature. I understand.
What would be the
But
equivalent?
you ain't Rey Mysterio. Sierra dumped your ass. Stop it.
Oh shit!
Stop it.
Yo, JP dropping by.
JP killing him right
You better
now.
wish on a lottery ticket because it ain't it.
He said a little Bow Wow. You just don't know.
You just not that type.
I heard Ring of Honor's trying to do some shit. Bow Wow, go ahead, yo.
Yo, hey, but why not, right? Going.
You know why I'm mad? You know why I'm mad? Because I know for a damn fact Bow Wow come out on WWE screen. You know Jermaine Dupri's gonna find a way to get his ass on TV, and I gotta look at his cockeyed face for a fucking eternity. No.
So okay, so then I guess this is where the bar is, right? We found it. We've literally found the bar here because now a Ronda Rousey coming in is not that bad. But yo, a Little Bow Wow going straight into WWE and getting the main event at WrestleMania to tag team just because of ratings and stuff like that. How we gonna feel? How are we gonna feel about something like that? I'm not saying he's talking about WrestleMania either. He's talking about like later, you know, when he's done with his music. And I mean, we respect Bad Bunny. He's the fan, right? Trying to jump in.
If anything,
Man, listen, it's obviously it's cool, man. Do what you got to do. He's being smart. He's trying to go on social media and make something happen, right? He's putting something out in the universe, and he's trying to make it come true. You know, and that's all fine and dandy. But you ain't selling records. You ain't selling records. You ain't number one on the billboards. That shit ain't gonna work. Shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. It's a little different.
You want to do something for? You want to do something for ratings? You want to do something for ratings? I say you bring Anuel into the mix, and you have Anuel versus Bad Bunny at WrestleMania.
Fuck that Trumpy.
Way.
Bro, they're beefing in real life. Why not settle it in the ring?
Why? Because of Karol G?
Karol G is a snack, bro.
Ese bichota? Huh?
It's a bichota.
yo, what's everybody drinking? Yo, what are you guys
And let Barbie
So,
Rican
I'm
I'm
Let-
about
still on
to.
and
I'm
Barbie
about
Rican be the
to
ref for
making
that
the
match.
marks. Jordy Snow.
What you got? What you got?
finish tonight, gentlemen,
Hmm.
Jack, because I am a gentleman, and Bow Wow can't wrestle.
A gentleman from the neck up.
Yo,
Neck up.
what if he puts on like
Listen.
San Martino's boots?
That's crazy.
And he's just like wild good. Like Rey Mysterio gives him his jockstrap, and he's just like,
Hey, man,
That's what it is.
listen.
That's what we're doing.
Listen.
So that's what it is. Wrestling boots. He's got to put the wrestling boots.
Yeah,
Listen,
wrestling
you know what?
boots.
I'm gonna tell you
tight.
this
It's not
much.
tight.
If you want to put Bow Wow on TV, yo, go
I thought
ahead.
somebody was gonna say. Like,
Yo, go ahead. Put him on TV. Put him on TV. But give me a good storyline, right?
Exciting.
Let the Miz roast him for being little Bow Wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me something good.
oh,
And
that's
I'll
poetic
take it.
justice right there.
Little
I'll take
Bow
it.
Wow. Little
him
Bow
to the Miz.
Wow. Really? Really? Little Bow Wow.
Really?
Bow Wow, wow,
Really?
yippee yo, yippee yay. Where
Yo,
my
give us-
dogs at?
Give us little Bow Wow versus Michael Vick.
We don't think.
Wow.
Yo, you wild. You out of pocket.
Woo!
The
I'm
one,
done.
the one guy.
I'm done after that one. Bow Wow could draw though. Some may say,
Facts.
but Bad
You
Bunny is definitely a bigger draw, and maybe Bad Bunny is probably gonna be used as bait pretty soon in the New York area. Can we see that happening?
Absolutely.
New
Absolutely.
York area will be opening up their doors to live events soon. I know most of y'all have heard. February 23rd, NBA is gonna open up their doors. I guess wrestling is also has the green light. So llegamos, I guess. We have arrived,
Estamos por ahí.
guys.
Yeah, man, it's the first super spreader that's gonna happen. But you know, listen,
Made a Jericho concert.
it's all part of the process, the progress, right? The evolution. We have a situation. We've been in it for a year. Now it's time to sacrifice some lives to see if we could do it again. You know, that's what it is. Folks. Hopefully, listen. I'm gonna tell you. I know I wasn't the only one that this past Sunday watched, as Victor Villain would say, that scripted sport, right? The Super Bowl. And I thought that stadium was full of fans. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, what happened?
I expect
And then like
less.
half an hour into it, I realized they were fucking cutout boards and shit. in
Not
between.
all.
Yo,
Not all, but it was a lot. There was a lot.
Le
And it made it
Champion
look
was
like it was
there.
packed.
The
It
champion
made it like it
was
was packed.
definitely there.
And
Which
Champion
was
was
kinda
there. Cody Rhodes was there with Brandy Mistake. You know,
You know what's incredible to me is just like how cavalier people are with just like risking everybody's lives. Like it's just so like, I want to watch football, so fuck you, man. Like you might get sick. That's your
I'm
problem.
safe. I'm
Like, yo,
safe.
you realize I believe it's New Zealand. They just had like a crazy ass like fucking holiday in New Zealand, and everybody was chilling, like concert chilling, like shoulder to shoulder, packed house, like it was cool, no problem. You know why? Because they shut that shit down early, Jack. They shut that shit down early, and they said, "Fuck you, closing everything. We're gonna fucking suffer for like a month or 2 months, bam." Yo, and motherfuckers are like, all right, we locked it up.
And it worked out.
It worked out. Motherfuckers out here are just like, you know what? But I just really like not giving a fuck about your problem, like making it a countrywide like possibility. So I mean, I do smell like Cuban sandwich. So what?
It's like you telling me I can't go eat? I can't go eat like at my favorite restaurant? Like I can't go eat?
Man.
I can't go celebrate my
The
birthday?
fatigue is real, gentlemen. The fatigue is real, and it's out there. I mean,
It
we
is
just
what
gotta
it is.
stay strong and keep moving, keep rocking. I mean, this is a step forward to the future, I guess. And with these vaccines, hopefully, maybe WrestleMania will be a thing again with crowds. Who knows?
Either
and
way,
it'll be
folks, let's just mention something
successful.
that has not been mentioned enough. Victor Villain came out here in episode 140 or 142. I don't know. Check the archive.
Esa misma. Esa
But
misma
he
era.
came out here scared about the Rumble because it's one of the big four. And Mania, last year's Mania was the first example of damn, wrestling's gonna suck during the pandemic. And we've gone past that. Royal Rumble was dope. Was it the Royal Rumble that we would have wanted? Maybe not, but it was a serviceable Royal Rumble. We had an unexpected winner. We had a pop of a winner for the Women's Rumble. Like, and they've mastered the ability to have events without the fans. They've mastered it. They've used the audio. They figured it out, folks. So let's not push it. Let the WWE do what they gotta do, bro. Let them do what
Let
they
them
gotta
rock.
do.
Let them rock. We gonna let them rock, and we're gonna get back to order here. We're gonna get back to normal days
Order of
and
business,
back to
order of
the
business.
Is
back to the
China
order.
still
of
back
shit.
in order? Is China back in order?
Has it
Still
ever been?
pending. Um,
Have we
also,
ever been?
so speaking of responses to or disagreeing, I rather, John Cena seems to disagree with the Undertaker
Aye.
and his recent comments regarding the soft locker room. Ouch. He
In the
says,
Blue Chew commercial?
You know what's soft? You know what's soft? The
Wow.
props that these former wrestlers need to be given for showing up at Super Bowl commercials. You had John Cena. I don't know. They said he was driving the car for the Mountain Dew commercial. I didn't see him. And then you had Bautista, right, in the commercial as well. You had two former wrestlers in the Super Bowl commercial, man. That is huge. The product is growing, and that you know that has to do with that partnership with Fox. You know that for a fact.
so
That's why
what
it's
you saying?
happening.
We saying Cena Taker a two at this year's Mania?
No, why? Why?
Why not?
No,
Is that what we're
because
is
Saudi
that what
Arabia,
we're going?
like, no. Yo, let's take it. Yo, that's it, bro. Right, put him. Rest in peace. It's literally part of his gimmick. Rest in peace, bro. Take a fucking hit.
Yo,
He's
Now somebody's gonna have to take him out.
he's
Cause
yo,
Ric Flair
botching the
don't get it.
gimmick.
Ric Flair don't get it.
yo, he's gonna wrestle till he's a zombie, like for real, for real. Like it's just dead man shit, like dead ass. I'm
That's
living
terrible.
the gimmick, brother.
That's
Ric Flair out here, Ric Flair out here living the gimmick, like you said. Yo, he looked like a magician.
Nah, he look, yo, it was PCF that put that Walter Mercado. He looked just like Walter Mercado. That was at the Walter Mercado line, bro. I'm telling you. But you know what?
Oh
I'm
man.
glad they went away from the Mae Young angle they were going with Lacey Evans and Ric Flair. I'm glad. It wasn't gonna work. It was terrible. It was disgusting. It was
What's
repulsive.
wrong with that duo, man? They
But
they
this is
can't seem
different.
to get it going.
Who?
Lacey and Charlotte, man, when they get in
Oh,
and
that
they
was
Is
start
that
ugly.
mixing it up.
That
Bro,
was
it,
they
ugly.
don't
You saw that, man?
it's late. It's
the
Lacey
match?
all the way, man.
You
You
think
see it, Spence?
That shit was wrong.
you know what spot I'm talking about PCF? Then the corner spot
Yeah,
where she made the awkward slap or whatnot. I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, Lacey's the an experienced one of the bunch, right?
But
Right.
you know
But
what's interesting? My bad, JP. Look, what's interesting is that, like the last couple of weeks, like we've been talking about Charlotte, how like she's been like no selling things sometimes. She's been like kind of like shortcutting girls sometimes. And now like that match happened, and I'm just like, there's a slight body of work. Like, yo, she's a tremendous wrestler. Blah blah blah. Billion-time champion. She's gonna be one of the greatest. Hall of Famer. Fine. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these last couple matches, yo, she's had some mistakes, or she's been involved in matches that have had mistakes, and it just kind of like the stink kind of sticks. This match,
Right.
I was really disappointed in this match. Like, yeah, Lacey, like everybody talks about Lacey, and you're right. But you know what? Like Lacey has also had like matches where she's done okay. So if Charlotte is as great as Charlotte is, like, shouldn't it look better?
I'm gonna tell you this. I think we have to put in perspective what this feud has been. Right? It's supposed to be like a blood feud. Like the storyline was essentially that Lacey Evans was taking advantage of her father and trying to sugar daddy him, even though we know Rick has some financial issues. But you know what I mean? So it was not gonna be a handshake before the match situation, right? And I think maybe Lacey has had trouble managing that with Charlotte. The chemistry still isn't there. But it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. The feud is money. And Lacey has a promising future. I think, like Mitch just said, Charlotte, there's some adjustments that have to be made, but see what happens. As long as we're seeing Lacey and Charlotte go at it, I'm cool with it. It's something different. Right? We
But
talk
the
about
actual-
how much time, like Drew McIntyre made fun of it this past Monday. On Monday, he made fun of it on social media. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre for the first time in 2021. Because how many times have we seen it already in 2020, right?
Facts.
They're giving us something
Zillion.
different. You know what I mean? It's a slow burn type of a push. Let's give it a chance to breathe. Let's aerate that motherfucker a little bit, right? And you know what? Elimination Chamber has a wonderful way of making feuds magnify. So let's see. Let's see.
Speaking of said elimination chamber, JP, I'm glad you brought that up. It's
You know
set.
I'm always on task.
It's booked. You the ace, baby. How we feeling about this booking though? And go.
Why?
That should have been
Why?
a bump. Wow. That should have been a bump. Fuck. God damn. All right.
Or
We could get it bumping right now. It's official.
Let's
This is
do
a
it.
bump, baby. It
All
is the bump, first bump of the evening. The elimination chamber.
Before we talk about elimination chambers, let's talk about things that are not going to be eliminating anything in the meantime. Shout out to Nia Jax's hole. You know what I mean?
Yo,
It was
hold on,
great.
hold on. She's got
You
to
think
eliminate
that hole is flexible?
She won't be eliminating anything for some time, right? And definitely shout out to Mia Yim, as JJ mentioned, and Keith Lee getting engaged today. We have a bump related to that, so we'll talk about it a little bit later.
Sticking your finger in the hole.
Hey, so elimination chamber. Why do we have the Money in the Bank winner in the elimination chamber match? I feel like, why was the Miz in the Rumble? Why is the Miz in the elimination chamber? Like the Miz got too many opportunities.
Just in case he loses the match, he gets pinned in the match. He can come back and revive his energy. Comes like in the game when you're playing the video game, you revive. You get all your health back, and then everybody's health is not back, but his health will be back, and he can go over on Drew McIntyre. That
I hate saying this about the Miz, but privilege is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like mad opportunities, yo. Like what's up? I don't know. I'm just like, where's the love for Keith Lee?
I think he'll get there.
Elimination chamber though. Elimination chamber, right? Why is Jeff Hardy in there?
To put him in the match, yeah.
Why did Jeff Hardy?
I'm done with Jeff.
Why did Jeff Hardy? Why did Jeff Hardy stop drugs
and him too?
Come back to WWE.
Why did
the job
when was
to
the
everybody?
last time? When was the last time Jeff Hardy even won a fucking match?
Why
is this man getting granted with an elimination chamber shot? Why?
Yo,
for one spot?
Really,
for one
really
spot?
think about it. Look at the roster. Like the rosters are not that thick.
Depleted roster.
You know what else is not thick?
Yo, hold on. But a guy like, where's Cesaro at? Right? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
chilling with his contract.
Where's Aleister Black?
Aleister Black is the best example of exactly.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know damn well where he's streaming. I mean, where he's at.
Yo, to Danny's point, where the fuck is Bobby Lashley? Why isn't he in the elimination chamber? You know what I mean? Like Jeff,
he's a champion too. He's a champion. I have an issue with champions in that type of match because they're not
Bobby
gonna
Lashley
win.
Bobby Lashley is in an entanglement.
Yeah.
He's in an entanglement with.
He is in an entanglement, and that could have been part of the storyline. That could have been part of the storyline.
Yeah.
Where's Matt Riddle? Listen, I don't mind a champion being in an elimination chamber because at the end of the day, it's him stepping up to the next title, which what Keith Lee did that in NXT, and that's perfectly fine. And at some point, you get rid of the US title. I feel like if you are a champion, that should be the ticket in. You know what I'm saying? Like Miz and Jeff Hardy being in it, like they don't need
that route.
Yo, the Miz have been in more elimination chambers than anybody, I think, at this point. And the Miz is great. Yo, I'm a fan. I want him to cash in the Money in the Bank. But when you're not putting in talent that's over like Cesaro and Bobby Lashley, giving them those opportunities, because it just adds to the storyline, right? It's missed opportunities.
Right.
Yeah, don't drop the ball either. Like this seems more like dropping the ball here. Like
why is the Money in the Bank in the match? What?
You want him involved in that? Have him cash it in. Have him cash it in elimination.
Here's the reminder. He can. Well, remember, casual fans, guys. Casual fans. The casual guys are watching. This is the fan base. This is who we're catering to for the next 3 months. It's just gonna be this way. We gotta.
And the Miz was bringing that. The Miz.
I think the Miz brings that only because I guess you gotta
He has a lot of programming. The Miz and Mrs. Yeah.
Oh, yo, I love that show. By the way, I'm
Great
almost done.
show, great show. Maurice.
But
Shout out to Maurice.
oh, shout out to Marie. Season 2 is OD.
Motherhood.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get hardcore wrestling fan quality wrestling from WWE.
Nah,
At least
I
not on
disagree.
TV like that.
Okay, like Matt Wrestling, you like all right.
No. I mean like storyline, like more in depth, creative storylines that were gonna cook us because we pretty think about it. We've seen it already, right? We
And
know
that's a
what the
mistake.
usual tropes are, and
And that's a
yeah,
mistake. That's being
it's
very
gonna be
short-sighted. That's a mistake. If anything, if you're gonna include these individuals, you gotta put them into amazing storylines because that's how you get them to watch the rest of the product. That's very short-sighted. If that's the case. Like for example, we were bitching about Goldberg the whole time. Goldberg, why Goldberg back, right? What did they do? They let Goldberg put over Drew McIntyre. That's excellent use. Considering what we're talking about, the exposure that's about to happen, that's excellent use of the product.
Yeah, and the casual fans ate it up that Goldberg.
Yeah,
they believe.
So let me ask you a question: Who you
shit.
putting over in the Elimination Chamber?
Damn,
Who's retaining, yo?
If
Drew
Drew
has to
don't come
win.
out,
win
the
that
winner
match.
is kind of a really,
Yeah.
right?
You know,
Drew or Sheamus?
Sheamus maybe.
Drew gotta win that shit.
Maybe
He
you
gotta
have-
be all former heavyweight champions because that's the theme, right? They're all at least they've won one. I think they all won
former
one.
champions.
Yeah,
what if-
that was
what
a
if-
stipulation. Yeah.
What if Sheamus wins and then Drew chases at Mania and he wins?
It could work. I mean, they've done
I don't
shit
know.
like this before. I would have preferred Ali involved with this because I think wasn't this
His
when
redemption?
he went down?
Yeah,
some
he was
shit?
supposed to have that spot in the Elimination Chamber, and that's when Kofi got it. And Kofi got the whole road to WrestleMania.
Got a lot
Kofi
of people
Mania.
upset about that, man.
You know, and
yeah.
that's a whole angle that Mustafa Ali is doing right now on
I think
SmackDown with
eventually-
Kofi. So
I think eventually that looks like a Mania match between Kofi and Ali, right?
That should be good. That should be money. Kofi got that draw power now coming into
yeah.
this Mania with
Oh,
momentum
yeah.
from last year. So
Yo, what about
he can easily help
what
Ali
about
right
the
now.
Fiend? Why doesn't the Fiend get a title
I
shot?
think he'll be back soon, right on time.
Nah.
Probably for the
Isn't JoJo
chamber
pregnant
later.
again?
Oh, I
Again?
wouldn't doubt it.
Put
I
in that
think
work.
she like a dick.
I
Dominican
think
Mexican.
the Fiend is gonna be a fucking big part of Mania, man. He should be at least.
Should
But who
be, should be.
knows, right?
But you know what's
Should
gonna
be.
ruin that? If you bring back Taker. If you bring back Taker, it's gonna ruin that. You're gonna ruin it. No, but we at some point
You don't
we
want
have
to
to see.
Taker the Fiend?
You have to see at the end of the road to WrestleMania. You need to see what the partnership of between Alexa Bliss and the Fiend is gonna amount to, right? Because we really haven't seen too much of them together. We haven't seen them in a match together or even a cinematic situation. We've seen them in segments here and there, but nothing crazy, right? There's got to be something that makes us shiver in our timbers, right?
And we don't do that these days, man. We don't shiver, man. It's just the same old shit. It's not like they're making any new stars anymore, and that's
If you
the
want to
damn
shiver,
struggle of it all. God
sit in
damn
cold
it,
water.
we can't.
All right, withdrawal.
We
or
can't-
something. You're not gonna get that out of here. All
We're
right.
struggling.
Do you guys-
from... Talk to me, PCF.
Do you guys remember Andrade?
He said all
Me
the letters.
neither.
I blame Charlotte for that.
Me neither.
Me
Good
either.
jugo, and,
Nah,
and
but
then my
Carlito's
man is
back.
recovering. My man's recovering. You know what I'm saying? Like I blame
She
Charlotte.
milked that, man.
She milking him. She working him.
Se le tomó el
Nah.
juguito.
Nah, there's something big for Andrade. I just wonder what angle they're gonna go with because he has to come back, and when he comes back, it has to be a crazy push.
Let's
know what I
wait
mean?
till Carlito finishes these 2 weeks first, and then we talk about bringing back Andrade. Let's see how Carlito does in his tryout.
Well,
'Cause
Vic,
if
you
he-
made a great point. Making superstars, pushing talent, right? And that's been a
Facts.
conversation that's been happening throughout the wrestling world for the last couple of weeks, especially when it's highlighted that the talent being pushed right now in the main card that just came from NXT like yesterday, they're all in their mid-30s. Sure, this is true. But this means for me, what I look at that as is like this should be the product should be that much better because you're dealing with veterans that are getting put in the starter minutes, right? They're getting put in the limelight. So if
Right.
anything, the product should elevate. They paid their dues tenfold. It's not a problem with that, but you need to build the next crop of talent. And you know what? The E is not there to build the next crop of talent. If you want to look at the next crop of talent, You need to watch NXT, right? You need to watch a product like Impact Wrestling. Make sure to catch both our NXT pre-show and our Impact pre-show for No Surrender this weekend. For Vengeance and No Surrender this weekend. Check out the pre-shows where we tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you, we got the juice. You want to know
The
what
bad
the
guys
scoop
on the
is?
grind, man. The bad
That's
guys doing
right.
no nice things all day.
You're going in the
every day.
grinder.
No nice things.
The
Bro.
grinder. Wow, I missed that one. Yeah, man.
That's a
You
different
could
thing.
tell these guys they're making desperate grabs at people. Like the reach for Bad Bunny is real. Like
I don't think
they
that's inspiration. I think that's smart business. I
it
don't think
is
that's
smart
inspiration.
business, but
It moves the needle.
We're back
Yo,
to Bad Bunny.
why was Liberace singing in WrestleMania 1? Like, why?
We're back to Liberace.
Liberace had to do with wrestling. You know what
we gotta
Liberace
come
has to
back
do?
to one.
When you talk about Liberace, you talk about performance, you talk about legendary, you talk about an experience, right? You talk about prestige, and that's exactly what it means. When you bring the #1 recording artist in the world, Craig, in the world, that says something.
Friday series.
Everybody has to talk about it.
Yo, his
Because
album,
it's the #1.
the title on his album says it all. Yo hago lo que me da la gana.
That's right.
Bad Bunny
Facts.
is the fucking man,
Facts.
bro. And this man is bringing new eyes to the product.
Listen,
Shout out to
listen,
the
like
Latin
it's
community, baby, because that's what it's all about.
Latinos.
Latinos
Latinos.
united. Latinos stand up.
So talk to me about his
Cheetos
boy,
commercial.
Damian
They
Priest.
have to
Because
weigh ya.
he
They
did-
have to weigh ya.
Oh, that was the Super Bowl.
That was the Cheetos. Nah, that was the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's been out. Because Cheetos know the deal. Shout out to Cheetos.
Man, I don't
Shout
watch
out to Cheetos.
I need to watch more commercials. I get upset when I get commercials.
So you
Yo,
mentioned
you know
Damian
what's
Priest. Well, talk to me. What about Damian Priest?
Let's talk about
commercials.
Damian Priest.
No. Let's talk about commercials real quick. All right, because sometimes you gotta watch commercials for them to tell you, yo, like this is some legit shit. Like, yo, check this out, right? Like, because people put their names out there for people. You know what I mean? And you're like, yo, you back quality, right?
Ooh.
That's what commercials are. And so
Ooh.
that's how we feel here about Foco.com, baby. Get that officially licensed merch out here on Foco.com. You hit them with the HPC 10 because the bad guys, sometimes there's no nice things. HPC 10, you put that in the promo code box and we'll give you some percentage off. You got to check it out to find out, baby. Do some math. Foco.com.
And they're coming out with the Bad Bunny bobblehead soon. Watch.
Ooh, baby.
Jump on.
Ooh, baby.
You're gonna jump on the
And
Bad
yes,
Bunny shit. Watch.
Yo, Danny understands why I'm excited for this weekend. Danny understands why my wife might be mad at some point this weekend. He understands because you have the main event, Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor.
Europe, stand up, man.
Oh
Fine.
man,
JP's
you know
pants.
we're gonna talk about
Stand
that.
up.
We're gonna talk about that the pre-show. You know what I mean? We'll leave that for pre-show.
Yo, we gonna spin back to you see commercials, baby. We
Commercials.
quality. We
Commercials.
quality out here. Pre-show. Hit us up with the
La
Kings
Mega
of the
Survey,
pre-show.
1,000.
All right, back. So now we were talking about promising young talent. I believe.
Ooh, okay. And you mentioned Damian Priest. You mentioned Damian Priest.
Tell him, JP.
You know, I have a question for y'all.
Who
We
is
come on
Damian
this
Priest?
platform. We use the God gifts from the earth, this platform, this venue that we have right here to really speak about what we think about the business, what's going on, what we like, what we don't like, right? And we've come here time after time upset about talent that flourishes in other products, other forums, as well as NXT, and then they come to the main card, and it's right. And you have Damian Priest being pushed up, and it's working. It looks good, and it's great. What's the difference? What did they do right when it comes to pushing Damian Priest?
You know, I'm gonna point out the elephant in the room, and that part of it is that we like Bad Bunny, right? Duh. So, like, that's one of the top things is that they picked someone like really relevant, really young, like really like in tune. So it picked up, you know, because we're so young and relevant. We got our fingers on the pulse, and if you didn't know, you should have been there. So Bad Bunny was there. Bad Bunny was a big deal, and we knew that coming down the pike. So now that it's happening, it's kind of like, come on, dog. It's right
I
there.
told you so.
You see, I also believe though, there's one thing that we definitely haven't mentioned. You know what I mean? I think it's part also because the man is talented. And we have to recognize that we have right now on Raw itself and SmackDown, Damian Priest is training in Monster Factory. So is another main eventer by the name of Sheamus. So is another talent that's being pushed to the main event by the name of Matt Riddle. Monster Factory here in Jersey. Here in Jersey. Likes of the Big Show as well. So many legends.
Sheamus passed by.
We've been there. That's what I said, Sheamus. We've been there. We went to a training at Monster Factory. We understand what it is. That is why right now Damian Priest,
legends. Yeah,
Damian Priest, he took the baton and he's running with it. Yeah, Bad Bunny's definitely highlighting it. Because guess what? If you're a Bad Bunny fan, oh, that's who he's cool with, I'm going to like him. But let's not forget, Damian Priest is a talent, folks. And I'm one. Listen, I'm one. I like this indie stuff. I was skeptical about NXT stuff. And it wasn't until after he worked with Johnny Gargano that after that, he's been on a springboard, bro. And he hasn't looked back. Like, the man is doing work in the ring. I'm excited every time he performs. And, yo, sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit right now.
Let's see. What other prominent young stars can we talk about here?
Keith Lee is someone I'm really excited about. And, like, I know we just had an episode where we talked about young. And
right.
You know what I mean?
And not like, so young.
We're talking about not so young, but, like, that's what the landscape looks like. Like, that's what it is. You know, there are other guys younger that just don't. They're not, like, who is out there? Who's a young guy out there? Anybody? Tell me, somebody. Who? That you can be like, yo, is a draw. Can't, like, yo, Keith Lee at his age, sure, whatever.
Matt Riddle.
But he's a good, like, yo, he's a good fucking piece to the puzzle, baby.
Listen,
like,
all the older talent that they're pushing up on the main card is actually working when you compare it to somebody like Ricochet. But they have nothing for him. They have nothing for Ricochet. We got so excited when Ricochet came over. We popped. Just like Ricochet, we popped, right?
Just like him.
You know what I'm saying? And we have nothing. We have nothing. But we can't say that about Matt Riddle. We can't say that about Keith Lee, right? And we can't say that about a name that Danny. We can say that about Aleister Black. A name that, but Aleister Black is a little younger than all of them. But either way, a name that Danny just pointed out. Karrion Kross, where there's talks that they already want to bring him to the main event product, which is why they had him step up to Edge at NXT, right? And you talk about selling tickets. You put Karrion Kross with Scarlett on the main roster.
Money.
You just want to watch Scarlett.
Baba Beans.
Nah, but like
dollar signs.
Yo.
Ching.
Karrion Kross right now is in a storyline with a cruiserweight. So
yeah.
And hey,
I like that.
Hey, my guy.
But hey, and remember, there's backstory to that. There's history to that. Karrion Kross and Hijo de Fantasma, Lucha Underground, they have some shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? AAA, like there's some backstory to that. And that's not the end all be all, Mischief. Come on now, let's not be naive. He could go up to Raw next week. It don't matter. He already faced off against Edge. He already told Edge, you need to come to me.
Yo,
he already said that. And Edge is like, you got to give me a reason to come back.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yo, how many people? It's amazing how many people Edge gave the rub to last week. If you think about it, being on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown.
Beth Phoenix about that.
And for free.
Hey, for free.
But that's the way to do it, right? Just like Derrick Rose coming to the Knicks, it's about leadership, mentoring the young talent, putting them over.
How about this?
That's what the idea is all about.
How about this? Just play with this for a second, even though like it'll never happen. But play with
it out.
What if Karrion Kross surprises Edge and like that's the beef, like in an in-between kind of thing between here and WrestleMania? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be WrestleMania. But like
and then you get Beth Phoenix coming out because Scarlett gets involved. Remember, Scarlett can wrestle. Let's not forget, she can wrestle.
I'm not even like to be honest, real quick. Like I don't even give a fuck about that. like just carrying Cross and Edge. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Scarlett and Beth, that'll be fun. That'll be cool. I like that's secondary to me. That'll be
Oh,
dope.
no, of course.
But the carrying Cross Edge thing could just happen out of nowhere. Again, it's another thing that doesn't need much storyline because carrying Cross is chaotic, and that's what the roster is missing, right? Like you need like the Steve Austin that's just gonna be like reckless, like they'll surprise.
You need the Dean
like,
Ambrose.
You need the Dean Ambrose to a degree, right? Like you need that kind of like firecracker that's just gonna be like, yo, you don't disrespect me, dog. And like that's it. I don't care what you're doing, yo, because like he could very think about that, right? Like, what if at Fastlane he comes out and he's like, yo, you don't disrespect me, dog. Bang, and like, yo, you know, whatever.
Time's up. Your
done,
time's
Edge.
up.
Done.
What if
TikTok.
what
Your
if
time's
what if
up.
Edge faces Karrion Kross and he puts his WrestleMania opportunity on the line and Karrion Kross defeats him to go to Mania?
Instant push
To face
top.
McIntyre.
Then we've
That's
come
the
a
thing,
mighty
right?
long
Look
way.
at what you just said, PCF. To face McIntyre, because you can't push that to Roman Reigns.
No,
no
you
way.
can't.
Don't
can't.
kill him either.
Nah,
You know what I mean? It's a guy that's still not on the main card, right? The rumors are that they want to push
but
him.
Karrion
To
could
guy.
give good.
Oh no, he's great. That's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about this older talent that they're pushing to the main card now, yes, they're older than you would expect, but what you're seeing is that they're actually able to carry the ball. They're working with what they're giving them. Yo, think about everything Keith Lee has
It
gone
just
through
so
right now.
happens that
Think
they're
about everything
they're
that
at age.
Matt Riddle had to go through, and then
Bro,
he's talking about I'm toasted right now. He's talking about I'm toasted right now, Raw.
They're
You know
seasoned
what I'm saying? Yeah,
vets,
away with
bro.
that shit.
Yeah,
They're
they're
seasoned
seasoned,
vets.
man. They good. They good. They know what they're
good.
doing.
They veterans. They veterans. So that means that they can carry the segment. They can do the best of what they give them, right?
Because
And that's something to
Cage,
say.
bro. Danny Cage seasoned him up,
Danny
bro.
Cage.
Shout out to Danny Cage.
The foundation is always important, folks, when it comes to constructing any monument. The foundation, folks.
Facts. I love me some Danny Cage and Monster Factory. And speaking of love, I like love.
Love is in the air.
It's kind of light. Somebody farted, and it smells like love.
Shout out to Mia Yim and Keith Lee. Congratulations. Black love. I love it. I love it. I love it when
congrats.
When people find the other, especially in the wrestling industry, the one thing that we definitely are honored to experience is that with us interviewing so many great talents throughout the wrestling world, we've gotten to know like how crazy the schedule is, man, and how difficult it can be to have relationships and make marriages work and families function. So we also know that it makes it easier when you do find somebody in the same industry because they're understanding to what the situation is. So it's always beautiful to see when, this is able to happen. You have people finding each other in this world and they're able to flourish together, man. Congratulations to them. I'm excited for them.
You're such a baby face.
To go. And maybe this is what will work for Mia. Nice reckoning is not working. Reckoning is not working.
What a baby face.
Listen, I love weddings, bro. I love weddings. What you want me to do?
Congratulations.
We found some nice things for you, fans.
You can pick up the most women at weddings, bro. I'm telling you.
Speaking about love.
Nah, that's dope. Yo, it's dope. Congratulations to them, bro. For real, that's dope.
But
yeah, Steve Cutler. Damn, bro. What the fuck?
Talk to me about love, PCF.
What about the ring apron and Nia Jax's hole?
Oh, wait a minute.
You think those two are in love?
Wow.
Oh, man. There it is.
Natural.
Natural.
Twitter was in love with Nia's hole. How about that? Twitter love that.
Listen. I know.
All up.
Listen,
they ate it all up.
I know one IG account. Follow us on IG that legitimately dedicated a whole week to Nia Jax after we saw the flexibility.
A whole week.
A whole week. And it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. But speaking about love, Vic, what's good? What you want to know about love? It's Valentine's Day is around us.
Yeah, man, y'all not feeling all lovey-dovey, man. Y'all haven't, hit the bank accounts and stuff, get them gifts in early and shit. Have y'all behaved? Y'all skating on thin nice. I behaved. I got my stuff coming, but you already know. How about wrestling?
Those coupons for BK?
I got all the coupons, yo. Let's get it. The chicken sandwich cut in half and all of that. with the
Ay,
extra
Dios
meal.
mío.
Yo, wait. Random fact. Did y'all know that the BK, the old school, the original chicken sandwich, right? Did you know that shit is hollow? The
How you
actual
know?
patty.
What do you
Like if you
what do you
break it
do
in
with the
half, that
piece
shit
of
is
chicken?
hollow.
What do you
That
do
shit is
with the
hollow.
piece of chicken that you would know that?
Listen, don't mind what I do in the privacy of my own time, my own home. What I'm
Yo,
telling you is hollow.
shout
Because
out
it's
to the
ground chicken.
Cutler.
It's breaded ground chicken. I always thought it was a
Do
chicken
you
breast. Nope.
do you
No.
American pie that chicken sandwich?
Nah, bro. You te pasaste. Te
Yeah.
pasaste. It
Yo,
wouldn't fit.
extra man,
It wouldn't
extra
fit.
man.
All right? It wouldn't fit.
This guy,
It's
bro.
Why? Because
suspect if
there's
you don't
seeds on.
cut it in half.
It's suspect you do. You cut a chicken
Are
sandwich
you
in
a,
half?
Because I
No,
saw it
why
on
not?
YouTube,
it's
guys.
suspect
I
when
saw
you
it on
order it
YouTube.
like that.
Who cut the
No,
chicken sandwich? You cut the chicken sandwich in half? You
D
fucking weirdo.
motherfucker.
listen, I clicked on
Shout
a
out to
YouTube link that
BK
said
and
the 10
all the
things you know about
sponsorships.
BK. I'm like, I want to know some shit I know about BK. There you go.
You know what I want to know? I want to know what the fuck, like, why was Steve Cutler so important that he derailed the whole storyline?
What?
Like, Steve Cutler got cut, right? From WWE.
All puns
Mhm.
intended.
And then, like, I forgot whose storyline got fucking cut. He fucking, I'm just saying, no, fucking whatever, dude. Like,
No. The Cutler
can't
shit
get
just
over it.
fucking, that shit fucking blew my mind. I didn't even fucking see it.
I'm just saying, no, it wears on me, man. I'm fucking sitting here like, yo, why is he derailing storylines? Who's fucking story? He was supposed to be in the storyline with somebody.
He was gonna be in a storyline with Buddy Murphy and Rey Mysterio and Aaliyah.
Buddy Murphy, yeah.
Uh,
But because they cut him, the whole storyline got fucked up. Like,
That shit got
he
nixed.
hasn't
Like
he hasn't
Naya's
done
hole.
shit
Nixed.
forever. Like, he's
Listen.
been completely, where the fuck is Steve Cutler? Where?
erased.
Where?
See,
Oh,
I
all of a sudden, Steve Cutler is this vital organ to this Aaliyah Murphy Rey Mysterio catastrophe. Why? Why is he so vital that now this
Because-
whole storyline gets scrapped?
because he was gonna be the real one that Leo was going out with. Buddy Murphy was just gonna be
That
the
could be
decoy.
anybody.
But anyway, y'all feel sad for him? Nah, he's good, bro. He's good because he's about to join his queen on Impact. He's about to join
Oh.
Deonna Purrazzo on Impact, and he's about to be a main eventer. You know what I'm
Cut
saying?
me a
Because
slice of her.
we're not talking about Brian Myers here. Steve Cutler, the All-American hero. Steve Cutler could actually go. If you look at his work at NXT, guys, I'm telling you, like people complain so much about the E. Just watch NXT. Like you'll be satisfied. Your palate, your sophisticated palate, because I know you're a sophisticated fan. If you want more, you deserve more.
Well,
Watch NXT.
it says that Triple H didn't had no idea of what went down in that whole release. So maybe
That was a Vince call.
Yeah, had his hand on that.
Maybe Vince wanted Deanna over there, and he was like, "Nah, you see the way
Well,
her checking her bank account works."
It sounds like he's about to
Oh.
find some love in. You know, we gotta find some love ourselves, man. Let's talk about some lovey-dovey wrestling storylines. The best, I think, or the worst, whatever y'all want to talk.
In honor of
In honor of-
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I wanna skip something for the ladies. You know,
San
Come back to the
Valentino.
ladies.
Listen, before we get all sappy and degenerate, you know what I mean? We want to show some love because Valentine's Day is about your loved ones, right? And we want to know
Facts.
each and every one of you fans, our day ones, like JJ, like Danny. We love y'all, yo. Thank you
Love
for
you,
supporting. Thank you for loving the product that we
Know that
love,
you
which is
watching.
professional
Yeah, yeah.
wrestling. We out here. It's
Drinking
all
to
love,
you,
it's all
fellas, yo,
family.
everybody, ladies, fellas, everybody, my bad guys.
And you know what?
The Illuminati out here.
Facts. And you know what? Shout out to at some point or sometime being able to connect again at wrestling events because there is love at wrestling events, folks. If you go to a wrestling event, I'm telling you, you will build a community. Check out your local performance centers. Check out your local schools. Check out your local independent shows. I'm telling you, there's love everywhere in the wrestling industry, folks.
We're gonna get back to work, baby, this year. This WrestleMania season's gonna get hot. Gonna get hot out there.
You know, the
We're gonna
bad
be back
guys
to
might be collaborating with some indie shows in Jersey and New York. I'm just saying, listen, the
Synergy.
bad guys are everywhere.
Synergy.
You know what I'm saying? You're
We're
not
gonna be
500
right next
for
to
no
the
reason.
COVID.
You're not
right next to
500
it.
for no reason.
It's not on it.
in America and the whole world. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just
The
saying.
world,
You
Craig.
know
The
who's
world.
you know whose love I'm really appreciating though? Johnny
Mine?
Gargano and
Mine?
Candice LeRae.
Oh,
I
Oh,
yeah.
love.
talk
I
about
know
that
it's
shit.
not like a storyline in some other kind of sense. Like, but the way that they, I mean, it's a love storyline. Like, yeah, sure, it's about individual successes and failures and shit, but they're very much a team, and it's very much about them, right? Team Gargano. So
Power couple.
yeah, the power couple, right? So like it's about them, and I love it. I love that like they're successful at being annoying, right? Johnny Gargano getting whooped in the wheelchair. That shit is a story for another day, I guess. But I love it. In terms of like love storylines, like the way it's going right now, I hope it don't get funky at the end. This is really cool.
Mischief, you know, this is why I hate you, right? Because
I'm
you're
always
right.
right, and you're a bitch.
You're right.
That's
You're
how I
right.
am.
Wait a minute. I'm here giving you a
I'm
motherfucking
right.
compliment. You call me a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Don't call
Sorry,
me
sorry.
what I thought. But anyway, listen. At the end of the day, what I wanted to say is you got to give credit to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae because one, they're naturally baby faces, and they're pulling off this heel shit. They're annoying. It's working. And you
Pulling
know,
off.
this Wednesday, it really a stretch. They're annoying. They're annoying. If they're emanating any type of emotion out of you, they're doing their fucking job. Take it as you will, right? But they naturally are baby faces, so maybe that's why Victor Villain isn't impressed, right? Your expectations are too high. But
False.
anywho, yo, when they mentioned on Wednesday when Candice LeRae was wrestling that she's been in the business for over 14 years, that's why it works. These are people that have paid their motherfucking dues, people that have been around the world. We talk about Candice LeRae. You talk about taking you like the Young Bucks. Go check out when she takes a double super kick with thumbtacks on their boots, and she took that. Candice LeRae. You know what I'm saying? Like she paid her dues. She knows what she do. She knows what to do with the limelight. Candice LeRae was an argument for match of the year a couple years ago. Like, listen, it works because of the experience.
Do you guys think Gargano and Candice can defeat Seth and Becky in a tag match?
All right, wait a minute. Like, hold the fuck up. Hold the telephone. That's a lot. You talking about two of the best in the E?
And against two of the best in NXT?
One of the first women to main event WrestleMania? And win?
Ignore.
Yo, how about
Hey, you know what? Give it 2 or 3 years though. In the main card. Let's see.
We're talking about love stories out here. Let's talk about love stories, bitch.
I love
Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, right? It wasn't that a love story.
That's OG. That's OG.
That's
like
OG. What you gotta talk about? We're talking about love stories.
Miss Elizabeth was the first like princess
one.
and queen of wrestling world. You know what I mean? I think we've gone past the dainty and like you have people like Candice LeRae going in. You know what I want to You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? Montez Ford and Bianca.
I know.
Let me get Montez Ford and Bianca. Let me get that going.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Whatever Bianca may be lacking on the mic, she's good on the mic, but she's not great. You have to be out. Hey, listen. It would be a fucking tragedy if I wasn't transparent with y'all and tell you what I actually think. She's not amazing on the mic. I know that, but she's getting better. Yo, put her with Montez Ford. Oh, if you didn't love that embrace they had after she won the Rumble, like you're not a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, go stick a thermometer somewhere and figure out if you fucking have a blood pressure because none of those things do that, right? But
I don't know what the
fuck. Ford and Bianca, you want a power couple?
Nah. Hold on, man. If you're talking about a power couple, there's one power couple that's like, there's no deeper love. There's no
yeah.
stronger than that of Triple H and Power. I mean, Stephanie McMahon.
And Power, right. Yo, you're right. Powerful Stephanie McMahon.
that love blossom before our eyes as he very lividly drugged her, married her against her will, and
I
then
love that.
intimated that he raped her on television, which was fucking wild as shit.
Yo,
Oh man.
you know what I wonder, yo? Like when one of their girls actually like dives deep into the archives of WWE Network or Peacock and sees that shit, and they're like, "Yo, what happened here? What happened here?"
What
What's
is going on?
consummated?
Who did we just sign with?
Consummated? What is we consummated the marriage? Can you explain that to me?
Oh, not long.
No,
Chocolate
wasted. Hey, at least Dad was bragging about his strokes. I mean,
Hey, listen.
hey,
there's
He
one
got the vinegar
love
strokes.
story that I remember. Like I don't remember
post
being
match.
hating on any of the love stories, but there was one I was jealous of, and I still feel a certain type of way till
Gold Dust?
today.
Ooh, talk about it. Talk about it.
You know, you had the perfect, innocent AJ Lee, right? Angel.
Union City's finest.
Where was
Union
she from?
City's
Where was she from
fine.
again?
Union City, New Jersey.
You guys are a
Kennedy
bunch of marks.
Boulevard. Yo,
Fucking
and
shit
then you
out
had
of
the savage of CM Punk and his dirty ways. No sabía qué hacer ese tigre, pero
What are you doing? Oh, you
Se
trying to get
lavaba
arrested?
la boca.
but it was good. I love
Shout out to
it.
the Union City football team.
That's
Listen,
a
my student got a
memorial,
scholarship to
she was-
Rutgers. I'm excited. Fuck the bullshit. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up.
But anywho, but
That's what I'm
let's
talking
talk about
about.
some of the worst. Bobby Lashley and Lana.
Oh
That
my
shit
God.
was terrible, yo. Shit was fucking terrible. I'm so
Nah,
glad
yo.
for Bobby Lashley, yo, because
Yo, Lashley's
he's such
come
in
a
a
long
better
way.
place. He's such in a better place with her business, man. It's great.
That's true.
He's been owed his due, man. He went through the shit he had to go through in TNA. I'm so
Yeah.
glad for Bobby Lashley,
You-
man.
You remember when John Cena proposed to Bella?
Listen, it was
Yeah,
all supposed to happen.
And then because of that, he deserved what I call the heel of eternity. Not heel of the
Yo.
week. He was heel of the week that week, but then
Yeah.
after that, I had to keep crowning him and crowning him. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, he's heel of eternity for that one. But speaking
Yo,
of
JJ's
heels,
like
guys,
stop. Yo,
let's
JJ's like stop the love crap.
facts.
Yo, but shout
We
out
gotta
to
kick
Danny.
it back
Yo,
into
I
love.
would love to see Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae versus The Miz and Maurice. Of course, with
That's a good
Johnny and
match.
Candice going over
That's a
because
good
Maurice
tag.
can't wrestle. Come on, let's
But all
let's stop.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give
we
you a
can't stop
story.
that shit.
I'll give you a story, and I'll give you some love crap. All right. How about this? Miz goes on, right? Cashes in his money in the bank. Storyline. Johnny Gargano's eating dick on the sideline. Ain't nothing for him. Bullshit. Now Johnny Gargano, what does he do? I think maybe he goes down to NXT with Taya Valkyrie in a storyline with Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae.
Book it.
That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Book it.
Because Johnny Gargano, Johnny Morrison,
Candice LeRae.
that's a really great place for him to showcase his biggest strengths. He's a great wrestler in ring. Like on the mic, I'm not crazy about him, right? Like whatever.
Hey, stop
And
rapping. Stop it.
Oh, stop. That shit is so corny. Like, but
Like we get it. You know
Who was better? Who was
Spanish
better? Miz?
because
I mean, I'm
your
sorry,
wife is
Sandow.
la güera loca. Your wife's la güera loca, and you know a little Spanish. But stop it.
Who was better, Sandow or Morrison next to the Miz?
nah, how about
For
that
sure.
dude from AEW? Damn. The Acclaimed. Those motherfuckers come
Yup.
out rapping.
They do come out rapping.
Yo,
They do
shout out
come
to
out rapping.
Jersey.
I mean, it's John Cena all over again, but it works.
Remember
It
from
was
the
shaky in
Capitol
the
thing.
beginning, but this week he had dope. He had a dope bars. He had dope bars this
He
week.
dropped
He
bars.
went in on
killed it.
Jericho and
killed
He went in.
Yeah.
He went in.
that
It's
was one
getting
of my
better.
pops of the week, by the way.
You gotta let
They
it breathe.
fixed it. Nice pop.
You want to
little
talk about
Nice
pops? Yo, HBC of the week. You know what one of my pops is? Yo, Leo Rush. Not only being an MLW champion, but also a AAA champion today. My man is a double strap champion right now. When you leave the
And all the
E, people think
strap.
it's the end all be all. It's not, folks. It's an opportunity to flex your wings if you're willing to do so. And Leo Rush is getting another opportunity, and he's doing so with MLW, AAA, and any company that will have him. Shout out to Leo Rush. Keep
Facts.
fucking grinding.
I hear it. Anybody else with any more heels this week, guys? That we mad at?
Heels, heels.
I wasn't really mad at anybody this week. I actually liked
What
I like
about what about what about what Team Taz did to Darby Allin by dragging him in the parking lot in that body bag?
That's my
yo.
heel of the week, baby.
That's
Facts.
heel, bro.
I
That's
was
heel.
waiting
That
for
is
them to fuck that up, yo.
that is heelery 101 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
saw
definitely reminded me of that scene in Freddy Got Fingered. I'm just saying.
what?
I was thinking more Jackass, but yeah, it's the same shit.
Yeah,
I
right.
guess.
I
Also-
thought more Jackass. Yo, JP is dark.
Yo, pop for me, yo, the whole Zia Lee and Tian Sha, yo,
Zaya Lee.
yo, they got
Zaya
something
Lee.
there, man.
Listen,
They
I'm
working
I'm
with it.
learning Mandarin for one reason only.
Yo, wear your pants, my guy. Yo,
Always.
this
Camera,
storyline.
man.
Around, don't fuck
I
around.
love this storyline.
Yeah,
Like
this is
it
dope.
is so intense. Like this whole like Shaolin shit. Like I love it.
Nah, that's to the ring.
Listen, go with what works, right?
Yeah.
Not for nothing. Like we Zaya Lee, the promos is not her thing. This is why this is perfect for her. This is the type of shit. I mean, maybe there's those that may feel like it's very stereotypical. And I can understand that. But yo, what if Nakamura, this would have been the angle they would have gone with, right? What if Asuka, this is the angle they would have gone with? Maybe it would have worked. Maybe it would have gone over. Maybe. Maybe we would have wished that Bianca Belair would be defending, challenging after Asuka instead of Sasha Banks right now, if it actually would work.
Yo, you know
Yeah.
who gets? I popped this week very subtly at something that AEW did. So they've got this storyline with Hangman Page, and I kind of like how like different people just kind of bounce around in it. And we got Dark Order kind of being awkward with Hangman Page, and Hangman Page doing this thing with Matt Hardy, right? Billionaire Matt Hardy, and he's signing people. He's signing his contract. And he dumps Matt Hardy's contract and he pulls out his own.
That's right. That's right.
He pulls a
That was
switcheroo,
funny.
baby.
I love it.
I am dying to know what happens now. Like,
yeah,
how much liquor did he just buy on Matt Hardy now?
unlimited bar tabs. Like,
Since you mentioned
I'm down.
AEW, you know what's a pop of the week for me? It's always got to be a pop and an ongoing pop when we have two shooting the ish alumni going up against each other. And my
That was
pop of the
so
week
money.
is the legit Layla Hirsch versus the one and only Thunder Rosa.
Yo, that fucking match, yo.
Bro.
Holy
was
shit,
dope.
they were going
Not
back
only
and
that, the
forth.
promo before the match that Thunder Rosa spit out, talking about Britt Baker's nose. Adam Cole, baby, what you gonna do about that? Listen.
Baby.
man.
Like, these two women are about to fucking explode the AEW women's division. We've come out here all the time, and that's the one weak spot they have. And AEW is doing a wonderful job of replenishing the roster. And Victor Village talk about Taya Valkyrie. I wouldn't be surprised if Taya, instead of going to NXT or WWE, she goes to AEW because they got that tournament going on right now. I'm just saying.
But they announced all the participants, though.
Did they?
Yeah, they announced
Every
all
one of them?
16. All
Well,
16.
let's remember one disclaimer that's always in the most in like a 0.5 fucking font, right? On all wrestling cards in history, card is subject to change,
Who the
especially in the era of COVID.
One of these days, we're gonna
COVID.
figure it out. We'll figure it out one day.
How
Fuck change.
about big pop of the week for Charlie Caruso?
Ooh, always.
Yo, Charlie.
Ooh,
Yo, if you
For
get
starting her own
if
podcast.
you get down like that,
Hey, now that's
You
too
want podcast?
sweet.
Nah, so R-Truth and Damian Priest would talk about like nicknames, and he said DP, and Charlie's like, "Oh yeah, I like DP. DP's like DP's."
Sounds good.
Sounds
Oh.
good. Yeah.
And our truth is like,
Yeah,
I
she
think
get
she's
confused.
Yeah.
Yo, he slipped it right into like he made sure to handle that. Like he's like, nah, I gotta get you. Fuck that.
Yo,
Definitely
Es
something to watch
sucio.
for, man. And
Pop,
speaking
pop
of
of the
what to
week.
watch for, talk to me, JP.
Tammy. Tammy from the inner circle.
Yeah.
Sammy,
Believing
yes.
in the circle.
Absolutely. Se fue. Maria.
Se fue la luz.
Sammy? Se fue.
Se fue.
Chair
Se fue
shot.
la
Chair
luz.
shot. Chair shot.
Ooh.
Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes. Or Cody Rhodes bringing Brandy Rhodes to the Super Bowl.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
She's pregnant, folks.
Yo, for real. what you
Come
doing,
on.
yo?
We want that biracial baby to come out healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's gonna be part Cuban. Like, come on, bro. Come on now.
My
Got
chair
Southern Belle
shots
like that.
is gonna be
Take care of her.
shared between Lacey and Charlotte this week for that little spot.
Chair shot
fest
to her
that we
husband.
had.
As PCF would say, cara chancleta.
Cara chancleta que no tiene tet.
Hey, and that's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. Villain Watch this week is easy. NXT Takeover. Peep that on Sunday. And then don't forget, Impact's Wrestling's No Surrender on Saturday
right.
night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. But don't forget, you got to catch the pre-shows before all of that. And the bad guys got you no matter what. Saturday and Sunday, 2 days, 2 pre-shows coming your way from the bad guys. Pretty chubby. Tell them what they could do on their way out.
Check us out on Twitter, IG, Facebook, HPC2 Sweet. And make sure to subscribe and like our YouTube channel, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. And don't forget to rate and review over at the podcast. Wherever you get your picks from.
Woo!
And
We
check
can tell you
out-
about that flan, though.
Hold
Check
that.
Valfoco.com.
That's fly.
HPC10. Let's get it.
What's your dessert?